a couple of hours making this historic criminal trial, the first of its kind for a former American president. We have a full jury of 12 main jurors and one alternate who's been selected as the panel being vetted through today after those two jurors were eliminated this morning, proving very fruitful for finding people who say they can be fair and unbiased toward the former president. Take a listen to how this day went, because it did not seem for the longest time like we would be saying that we're on the verge of a trial here. It was immediately clear from the moment former President Donald Trump and everyone else walked into the courtroom something was not right. Justice Juan Merchan announced that a juror had called with a problem. She was brought in and questioned, saying, quote, "I definitely have concerns now," talking about her privacy. "Yesterday alone, I had friends, colleagues, and family push things to my phone, questioning my identity as a juror. I don't believe at this point I can be fair and unbiased." Merchan dismissed her, but was not happy, ordering the media to be more careful and not share the physical identity or employment information of jurors, saying, quote, "We just lost what probably would have been a very good juror." She said she was afraid and intimidated by the press. But then the Manhattan District Attorney's Office announced there was a problem with another juror whose wife may have once been prosecuted by the DA's office, and the juror himself was caught possibly once ripping down political posters of right-leaning candidates. He, too, was dismissed. Former President Trump sat stone-faced, occasionally speaking to his attorneys, as the number of jurors seated fell from 7 down to 5. He was equally non-reactive as prosecutors told Justice Merchan they believed he had violated his gag order 7 more times, most notably by sharing a post on Truth Social quoting Fox News host Jesse Waters. They are catching undercover liberal activists lying to the judge in order to get on the Trump jury. The former president was scolded just this past Tuesday by Justice Merchan for, quote, intimidating a potential juror who was being questioned. And Merchan will decide the issue of holding Mr. Trump in contempt next Tuesday. Then the court went about the business of trying to vet another batch of jurors, the majority of which immediately asked to be dismissed because they could not be impartial.
By some sleight of hand, I had been put on that jury or accepted for the jury, that eventually my paintings and my posts on Instagram and Facebook would come to light, and that would be weaponized by the defense.
And what type of paintings and posts on Instagram are you referring to?
The many that I've done satirizing Trump.
So let's reset and tell you where we stand now. After all of that, we did end up with the batch of jurors being vetted today producing quite a bit more eligible jurors. We have the 12 main jurors. We have one alternate juror. They've all been sworn in, and in dramatic moments, they were actually marched out a side door past former President Trump that gave them a cold, hard stare, according to pool reporters in the room. We have 22 more jurors who've been through the sort of initial spiel from Judge Juan Merchan, and will go on this into the jurors box tomorrow to be vetted. We're looking for 5 alternates. At this pace we've been going, it seems fairly likely that we will get those 5 alternates out of that batch of 22, and if not, there's another 96 waiting in the wings. So Judge Merchan, or Justice Merchan's plan to have opening statements Monday back on track after that rocky start to this morning. But again, we'll see how tomorrow morning goes, because it seems like there's been a tendency here for questions to be raised overnight and for them to be resolved in the morning. But back on track here at the trial of former President Donald Trump for opening statements Monday morning.